Hey, how you doing? I just want to talk about the new Dodge Demon, the new Dodge EV push. I think this will be one of the biggest disasters in automotive history. Now, I was going to make this video yesterday before I saw quote unquote the leaked prices. It's even worse than I thought. They're saying the base is 68 and there's a 82,000 version. Let me get this straight. You can buy a C8 for around 55, 60. You can probably get them used for around, yeah, like 50, 55 with low mileage. And on this side, you now have a Dodge, the Dodge brand Charger, Challenger, whatever. Supposedly there used to be around 45,000 base, and now the start is 68. So you raise the price. They don't understand their market. They don't understand. Okay, I own a Dodge Viper. Let's get that clear. Gen 2. 01, right? My beef with Dodge, or my opinion of Dodge, is there's a lot. The idea there's no Dodge Viper or a flagship supercar, and that, they went with the Hellcats and that kind of stuff, is weird to me. However, cool. It's worked for them so far. To take what's worked for you so far and literally, one, raise the price of it, not understanding. There's nobody who's gonna buy an EV Dodge for 68,000 when you can buy a C8 for like 55. You can get them right now. Go use. You can find them 55, 60. Low mileage. And as we approach winter, and I think these guys are gonna, I don't know when they're launching this EV stuff, but as we approach winter, the prices are gonna get lower. Explain to me, like, who are the brains in these operations? Seriously, I'm reading stuff of like dealerships beefing and managers and GMs coming out and almost like apologizing before the release. They know what's happening. Who is your target? Like, okay, usually you have a target market. You say, we want to get these clients. We have these clients and we want to get these clients. The clients you have were affording 45,000. Some of them who wanted a special thing could then spend a lot of money for the Hellcats and the Demons and all that. But probably your core audience will be around the 45,000 range. They get a V8, I think, V8, Hemi, all that, right? Great. You were supposed to expand on that and not disenfranchise them, but maybe add other ones, but don't make them feel stupid and now you lose them. You lost them. No man will feel comfortable driving an EV Dodge whatever that has fake sounds pulling into a car meet. You should have just left it with no sound. There's a lot to advise you on. You need to pay me for that. Honestly, it should not have looked like the Dodge Chargers or whatever. It should have come out as a new, different sports car. You are literally insulting those who stood by those brands and those names from back then, even when it sucked back then you revitalize it, Transformers, Actually, no, that was Chevy. That was a Camaro, my bad. But you get what I'm saying. That retro look come back. Because now what you've done is you've lost your current audience. And I don't know, Tesla guys never looked at the Dodge Charger and whatever and wanted it. It was the antithesis of them. Here's a big V8 that uses a lot of gas that's bad for the environment. And we can now beat them, go faster than them in this electric thing. Which means the fact that you now made it appealable to a Tesla-ish owner, they still remember it as a brand that was bad for the environment. You're not getting those people. You don't get the cachet when you pull up into like a nice neighborhood, a rich neighborhood in like a nice Tesla. You're not gonna get that with a EV Dodge. Check problem number 2. Nobody is, those guys, they want to hear the engine. They want to hear the vibration. That's, what are y'all doing? That's the thing. And now everybody knows that's a fake sound. Death of the Hemi. Death of a... Oh my God, bro. What are they doing? This is gonna be the worst performing car. And then like the higher one, I guess with some more horsepower, is 82. Nobody's gonna have 82,000 and say, I'm gonna buy this new EV. At that point, you're about 10, 20,000 from a C8 Z06. Not to mention the greats, GT350, an old Hellcat, older Hellcat. All the Corvettes, C7 Z06, C6 ZR1, all that. They messed up so, man. And I'm not even LC500. I could go on and on. If you're a buyer with about $70,000 to $80,000 for a sports car, your options are ridiculous in 2024. Ridiculous. It's not, we're not in 2004, 2000 where there was a few cars. That's why the R34, the Supras and all that was so exalted, because we didn't have that many good options of cars. Camaro ZL1, what are we doing? Yo, this is bad. What are they doing? This is bad. You have now Skyline GTRs imported here for 60, 70, R33s. Yo, if I was trading, you definitely short the stock. You definitely short it. Not telling you what to do. I'm just saying, like, Maserati is losing, right? They don't know what they're doing. If somebody gave me Maserati as a brand, oh my God. Did you guys know Maserati used to beat Ferrari in the racetrack? Go back, do your research. They have a racing pedigree. Why they want to be a luxurious brand is beyond me. The MC90, gray car, overpriced, and needs a manual. Gordon Murray just did it. He did it. It needs a manual. That's it. Why try? Listen, if you're going to come out with something that's very similar to a Huracan, a Aventador, and the new Lamborghinis and the new Ferraris, you're not going to beat them in straight line speed. Offer a manual and watch what happens.